Again, we're saying, yeah, I love you more my money. Things to contemplate about. Because Umar radiallahu anhu is trying to teach us that saying I love you is not about words, because what we say here, actions speak louder than words. Don't tell me I love you, and then when it comes to spending my path, you think, no, you want to hold it. Don't tell. No, notice there are many things. Actions. Umar radiallahu anhu said, Naam ya Rasulullah, more than money. More than your family? Naam ya Rasulullah, more. You are prioritized more than my family. And then Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ya Umar, more than yourself? Sayyidina Umar said, La ya Rasulullah, not more than myself. And again we think, oh, how come if I was there I would have said that. Really? Think about this. Sayyidina Umar was truthful. What was inside was reflected on the outside. The priority of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was not below number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, wherever it is. We put the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on our priority list. Where is he in our daily priority list? To Umar radiallahu anhu, he was number 2. The huquq of Rasulullah is number 2. We have to learn. Honest answer. It's an honest answer. Truthful answer. Ya Rasulullah, yes, but not more than myself. There's a narration that says, Laysa ba'd ya Umar, not yet ya Umar. Yeah, there's still more. Some narration says, some scholar says that Sayyidina Umar went out, thought about this, and then came back in the masjid, said, Ya Rasulullah, by Allah, I love you more than I love myself. He says, Al-ana ya Umar. Now, your iman has been perfected, ya Umar. Because we ought not to see ourselves. Today we're here, tomorrow we're gone. Today we're here, tomorrow we're going to go. Just like everybody else before us is gone. What have we left? What good have we done? How positively did we contribute to our society, to our community, to our society, to our nation, to our world? What did we do? Some narrations, they say Sayyidina Umar was asked, said, Ya Umar, how did you turn so that you love him more than you love even yourself? And Sayyidina Umar said this. Let's learn from Umar radiallahu anhu. He said, I looked, I contemplated, and then I realized that my need for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam is much bigger than my need for myself. For me, myself will not be the one who would give intercession and shafa'at day of judgment, but loving him would give me the intercession in the day of judgment. For loving myself would not make me be raised to the highest of ranks, but loving him would make me raised to the highest of ranks in paradise. For if loving myself would not make me do all these good things, but loving him would make me do all these good things. He taught me how to be generous. He taught me how to forgive. He taught me how to be decent. He taught me how to be caring. He taught me how to be kind. My need for him is much more symbolized and much more significant than my need for myself. Therefore, I definitely love him for more than I love myself. A love. As-Sahaba radiallahu anhum wa Ahl al-Bayt, they manifested a love because our deen, our religion is about love, unlike the popular opinion. But our religion is about love. It's about love. As-Sahaba wa Ahl al-Bayt, they realized this. And they were dealing with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam on that basis. Let's take the example of the tree. The tree that Al-Bukhari narrated and others. Hadith Sahih. And Nabi, you all know the event, but let's see what happened. The tree, and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam used to give khitab and his speech with a tree next to him. But then as-Sahaba radiallahu anhu said, Ya Rasulullah, we'll build for you 3 steps so you can stand, so al-ba'id yarak, so the people that are far away can see you. So that the tree was a little bit far away from him. The next Friday when Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was giving the khutbah, Every single Sahabi that was sitting in that big masjid of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was hearing that tree crying like a little boy cries, crying and weeping with sound and movement, so much that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam interrupted his speech to go down and hold that tree and pat on it and telling it, aren't you satisfied that you will be buried here in this spot and you will be resurrected with me in the day of judgment? As Sahaba said, that's when the tree calmed down, just like the little boy calms down when you give him the milk. What kind of love that makes trees speak? A love that makes rocks talk. Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib, Mawla al-Muwahhideen. Man kuntu mawla فهذا علي مولاه. حديث متواتر. So مولى الموحدين أمير المؤمنين علي بن أبي طالب إمام أهل الحقائق. حديث في الحاكم narrates this hadith. Look at this hadith. He says, I went with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam one day from Mecca. We were in Mecca. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, as you all know, he used to go to the cave and on the mountains of Mecca. One time he took with him Ali ibn Abi Talib. Sayyidina Ali is narrating the hadith. He says, Wallah, by Allah, every single rock and stone of that mountain as we were passing through it, but said, Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. Peace and blessings be upon you, Ya Rasulullah. A love that the stones could not just be silent watching Rasulullah pass in front of them, but they had to give their greetings and their salam and express their love by saying, Assalamu alayka, Ya Rasulullah. And sometimes you see people whose hearts are even worse than the rocks, and the mention of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in front of them, and they don't even go to say, Assalamu alayka, Ya Rasulullah. A love that makes stones speak. But not only that, I know we don't have much time. Not only that, love that makes other things speak. But his love towards us. Does he love us? Yes. You and me? Yes. Does he care about you and me? Yes. But he was 1400 and some years ago. He is hayy. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He's alive. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Fi alam al-barzakh. There's a alam. People think al-barzakh is like dead. We don't, in Islam, we don't believe in annihilation. You go from alam al-dunya, which has its own dimension, the worldly life. You go to alam al-barzakh. It has its own dimensions. Forget about the laws of physics. Laws of physics apply today. But you all know in your dreams, when you dream, you're sitting right here in Phoenix, Arizona, and all of a sudden you dream, it takes you at night, you go to Mecca. What happens to the distance and time? And you experience and you walk a split second. Forget about that. It's a window to Alam al-Barzakh telling you what the world of souls experience. So that's why some people who object on the Sufiya radiallahu anhum, they haven't really understand where they come from, because they haven't even dreamt yet. Or maybe if they haven't dreamt, they haven't recorded their dreams. But you know why? It's because even when we go to bed, we are so occupied by materialism